Hello everybody, we are back to talk about The Chosen once more, because tonight, for their live stream, they uploaded another trailer. It's actually for episodes 1 and 2 of Season 3, which are coming to theaters this November 18th, so be sure to go and buy your tickets. My name's David.
And my name's Brian.
And we are going to give you our quick reaction to the trailer. We have not seen it yet. We were actually just in Bible study for a few hours. And then we sat down and we're like, okay, we are going to film this reaction really quick. We're going to talk about it shortly. We're both really tired.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why. I think we're just so tired. We're in a kind of weird mood right now.
Bear with us.
For some reason, I think we're just so tired. We're in that really giggly mood right now.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we'll get through this video without just breaking down and cracking up laughing. But
We'll try.
Just bear with us, okay? We have not seen this trailer yet. Let's watch it. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it. And go. Oh, wait, no. Don't go yet. It's not full screen.
Oh.
Now it's the full cinematic experience. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
Here we go.
I'm Judas. Shalom, Judas.
There will come a time when this will become far more difficult. When persecution is an ever-present part of your ministry. Are you ready to do hard things?
Yes.
We will see. Follow me.
Do not be anxious about your life.
Whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophets.
You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
This prison is nothing now that he's here.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you, be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face to you and give you peace. I have chosen you 12 as my apostles. There will come a time you will follow in my footsteps, and you will know what it actually means to give up your life.
Okay.
Interesting.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I think I actually enjoyed that trailer more than I enjoyed the official trailer.
Oh, I did too. That was really cool.
And I think the main reason why is because that one, I had no idea what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In the official trailer, a lot of the stuff that they were kind of hooking you in with was a lot of biblical moments.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this one was more character driven.
Yeah.
And so for me, whenever I was watching it just now, I wasn't trying to figure out, like, what biblical moment is this? I was just looking and being like,
What's the
what is
storyline of what's going on?
What is this character going through? And I just enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was good. Like, literally, it's like you saw us. Like, we were, like, giggling at the beginning. And then, like, I'm not even in my giggly mood anymore.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. What do you think about that?
I'm someone who's naturally, like, I love character-driven stuff.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool. And you saw how it highlighted every one of them. Like, they all had, like, their own moment of screen time. And then even just kind of looking at some of the scenes, it looks like some of the disciples are getting kind of, I don't know, more of their character shown than before. Instead of them being, like, more of a background character, maybe they're going to come to the forefront a little bit more. And we see their relationships with one another or just different situations that they have to deal with. Because you see some of them, like, in a really emotional state in some of those scenes.
It seems like they're having to deal with their past.
Yeah.
Right? You had Simon the Zealot, who I kind of like that little scene that we saw there where he seems like he recognizes he's being tracked by somebody. And at the beginning of the trailer, it looked like there was this person watching him. I didn't recognize that person.
Me neither.
I'm
I was gonna
assuming
ask who that was.
he might be somebody where, I mean, if we went back, I wouldn't be surprised if that was an actor who was one of the other zealots that he used to train with. Or it could just be a new character who is one of the, that's what I'm assuming. It's probably one of the former zealots
They probably get
who
the context.
doesn't like that he left, right? Because if you think about it, he's a zealot and he left. I mean, he's got their secrets and stuff. And so
Right,
they're probably not
yeah.
going to like that. And so he's probably going to have to answer with that. And so I like the little part where he's like running away and he has to like climb to like
up.
hide, getting some parkour in there. It's kind of cool. Like that's kind of adds some excitement. Looks like Matthew is going through some stuff. There's the one part where he's like walking back to his, I think it's his parents' house.
That's what it looks like.
And we saw a moment where he was like crying after the Sermon on the Mount. And this is really the thing that got me. The trailer began and ended with Judas. Right? And I like that. So, and really all of these things are only from episodes 1 and 2. Right? And so it seems like we've got particular disciples that we're going to be really focusing on.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if episode 1 placed a heavy emphasis on Judas. Just because we know that
they set it up.
yeah, because they set it up at the end of season 2, and now you've got to have his interaction with Jesus, and I'll be excited to see what that's like.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're going to have that little discussion just within episodes 1 and 2. It looks like they're going to have that discussion around the table where Jesus appoints them as 12,
It looks like it. Yeah.
which would kind of make sense because just thinking timeline-wise, when all this stuff is happening, I'm just going to take a guess here. I'm getting into speculation. This isn't really what the reaction videos are for, but it seems like I'm going to take a guess that episode 3 is the one where Jesus is rejected at Nazareth. Because I'm pretty sure that Dallas always writes episode 3.
Yep.
And that whole line about the I am the law of Moses thing, we know that Dallas wrote that line. And I know that there's other things that they've shown where it seems like Jesus, he went home to Nazareth, according to like what they're going to do for the show. He went home to Nazareth once the disciples were sent out. And so like while they're away, he goes home to Nazareth, and that's where he spends some time with his mom. And so I'm going to assume that episodes 1 and 2 are going to be him. You know, we're going to see the aftermath of the Sermon on the Mount, and as a result of his surge in popularity, he's probably going to say that whole thing of like, you know, the labor, like the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few.
Yeah.
And so he's going to appoint the 12. He's going to send them out 2 by 2, and then I'm going to assume that's going to be what episodes 1 and 2 are about.
Yeah.
And then episode 3 is going to be more of an intimate moment where he goes back to Nazareth, and we have all that stuff happen. Just what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But just to go back to the trailer, I really like this trailer.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good. I kind of just want to watch it again. Not going to do it right now because I'm too tired, and I'm not. I'll watch it again later.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point I'll do a breakdown. Actually, I probably won't do a breakdown for this one because there's really nothing I could
There's
say.
not too much to break down. It's kind of all speculation.
Yeah, there was one thing where we saw one guy. I will say this, if I can just scroll back right now rather than doing a full out breakdown. This guy right here. This is a guy I remember in the trailer, in the other trailer, I remember seeing this guy with the yellow hat.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that was Jairus, as in the guy whose daughter died, like the synagogue leader. And so, but I don't know if that would happen that early on in the season. It could.
Yeah.
They can fit a lot into 2 episodes, so I don't really know what's going to
true.
happen there. But I was thinking that's him, so we might see that scene there. But I don't have confirmation of that. Just scrolling through this, so we have the Judas thing, and then we have there, and then we have maybe Jairus. I'm assuming that's who that is. And then we have Gaius walking, and this dude's looking at him weird, but I think that's because Gaius is probably voicing that he's intrigued by this Jesus character.
Yeah.
You go here, we got some stuff with Simon, we got some stuff. There's that dude who,
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's another zealot.
That's what I
I don't
think, too.
recognize him from the last season, but I don't remember every single actor. I'm also terrible with faces and stuff. Got little James going through some stuff, and I'm pretty sure that this is a scene that we saw in the other trailer, and I'm pretty sure it was once they were already traveling out 2 by 2. So I think that's what maybe episode 2 is going to probably see him sending them, like appointing them, sending them out, and maybe we'll see the beginnings of that. I don't know. And then you have the interaction there where Jesus is outright telling Judas, hey, a lot's going to be expected of you. And Judas commits.
Yeah.
So far, just these brief glimpses we've seen of what they're doing with Judas, I do like quite a bit. There you go. I'll get a little more Sermon on the Mount stuff.
Yeah, I will
Quotes.
say, while you're looking, I am glad that they aren't portraying Judas as, like, evil from the beginning. 'Cause I feel like that's, like, a common thing, because you use the preconceived notion that that Judas is going to betray Jesus. And so they make him evil from the very beginning. But the whole point of what makes Judas really scary is that he was just like the other 12.
Yeah.
The other 11. Right, he was just one of the disciples,
Yeah.
and he went out and did the same thing like the rest of them did. And
Yeah.
when they're sitting around that table, none of them had any idea that Judas was going to be the one that betrayed.
Yeah.
Judas didn't even know at the beginning. It's not
Yeah.
like he went in with the intentions of, I'm going to betray Jesus. And so showing him just as committed as any of the other disciples, I think that's really good that they took that route.
No, and to me, I would love for them to make him the most relatable one. Like, personally, like, people wouldn't like
Yeah.
it, but
I think that's what the Bible tries to do.
that's the thing. We have this, like, air of, like, moral superiority where we look down upon Judas, but the whole point is that we are Judas. Like, we're the ones who handed Jesus over to die. And so I think that they should make him relatable, to where you're not justifying his actions, but you recognize that we are him. We got John the Baptist. His beard's grown even more.
Yeah, it
Look
has.
at that. Crazy. But that's where he's saying that this prison is nothing compared to what he has to offer.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because his mentality there seems a lot more positive than how his mentality seems in other interactions that we know that he's going to have here. Jesus winking here. I imagine.
I love what Jesus makes.
Yeah,
It's
I
funny.
know. Like, I love it. I imagine that. Oh, look at that. Just boom, boom, boom. Oh, the giggling's coming back. Yeah, I imagine that they're talking about Rama right here. It seems like that's going to be Thomas's main plot line here. I think him and Rama are going to be pursuing each other, which might give room for more parables about marriage. We have Mary and Andrew talking here, and Mary's wiping a tear. I wonder what's going on there. And then, man, everybody's just crying. Everybody's just crying here. Poor Matthew. Look at him go.
I'll be interested to see if they expand on what's making Matthew emotional, because we know from the previous season he was like standing there writing it down with Jesus. So he heard a lot of stuff before everyone else did. So I'll be interested to see.
I think that the Sermon on the Mount's going to shake him up quite a bit, just hearing certain things, even though he's been up there taking notes, hearing it all. But I think there's going to be certain things that Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount that they will take, and it'll convict Matthew to make him want to revisit certain issues that he's had. Because a lot of the Sermon on the Mount is pointing out just how flawed and sinful we are.
Right.
And saying, oh, like, I wouldn't be surprised if whenever Jesus is saying, you have heard this, but I say this, and he's like, oh, I am guilty then. Because he's probably just looking like, oh, I've never murdered somebody. I've never committed adultery. But Jesus says, no, it's about this. And he's like, oh, I am. That is a problem.
Yeah.
And so, because it seems like Matthew, a lot of his stuff is going to be dealing with what he did in the past. I know, like, the very first episode, the very first scene of the first episode is going to be a flashback to Matthew's past. And so, then we got this scene where Simon and Eden are getting a little bit romantic and cozy. I love this shot. That shot
so
right there,
cool.
I
It's so
love that.
cool.
How many of them are there? Or is it like all 12? 3, 6, I'm losing count. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, so it's 12 of them. So Jesus isn't with them, I guess. So this is just the 12 apostles. Interesting. I love that. Like, that's just a great shot. It looks so good.
It's really cool.
Beautiful. Other than that, then we got a confrontation right there. That's kind of cool. Matthew talking to somebody, but we don't know who. Probably his dad, maybe. I have no idea. And then we have the interaction around the table. Judas looking shocked. And then The Chosen Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2, start in theaters November 18th. ChosenTickets.com. Go buy your tickets. There we go.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Do you have anything else you want to say about this?
I don't think so.
There you go. Fresh reactions from two very tired people.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, like, we didn't giggle too much in this.
No,
but
we didn't.
like I said, if you stay to the end of this video, I will just include, I'm not going to include the whole thing. We probably had like 3 minutes of straight just laughing
No one
before we
wants to
could
watch
rein it in. I'll include some of it just so you can see how tired we were. But thank you so much for watching this. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you thought about this trailer.
Yeah.
And let us know where you're going to be seeing this
in
movie.
theaters.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing it. Actually, I don't know if I told you this, but my mom already bought tickets for me and you and her to go see it.
Oh, there we go.
So hopefully you're free.
There we go.
We're going to go see this over here in Clear Lake, Texas. So if you are in the Clear Lake area, come join us and come say hi. It'll be really cool. But yeah, let us know where you're going to go see this and when you're going to go see it. And that'll be really neat. I look forward to talking to y'all about that in the future. Until then, my name's David.
And my name's Fran.
And this is Now Let's Be Honest. Be sure to keep a smile on your face. Don't let anybody steal your joy. And we will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma-
Stop paying.
Okay.
Okay. Stop laughing. I can't.
Ooh. Right. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Okay. All right.
What you laughing at me for? I collect myself, and then you
Okay.
start laughing, and then you
I'm
make me move it again.
Stop.
Still plugged in?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
There's nothing playing right now, so you won't hear anything.
Well, I know that. That's stupid.
Oh.
Lookers.
Oh, I gotta turn on this light, don't I?
Oh, perfect. Good thing we didn't start. Would have forgot the light. That's my fault, 'cause I'm the one who turned it off.
Yeah.